welcome back to SABHQ. I'm so happy that you're here. Happy Venus Day, happy Friday. I have a little presentation for you, an about me video, and I did it in a really fun little format. So let's get started. So my name is Sabrina. I go by Sab. I am a Virgo. I was born and raised in Southern California, and I am the visionary brand builder and a first-gen Latina raised by fire, legacy, and women who never back down. That is central to who I am and central to what this HQ is about. You'll see my logo, my tagline here is Portal Power Vision. I am following my dreams, and I have two beautiful cats. They're everything to me, Clementine and Poe. They have a TikTok. I will plug that in later, but those are my girls. I wanted to touch back on SABHQ. This is the command center. This is for bold vision, truth telling, and empire building, founded by moi. I'm a content creator, a multi-hyphenate leader. This platform blends strategy, mysticism, and unapologetic ambition. I'm not here to trend, I'm here to last. So this is the HQ. Meet my brands. This is Cielo Cafe. This is a coffee cart that I started with my best friends. It's Latina and queer founded. It is a passion project of ours. It is something that we had talked about doing for a long time. My friends and I were like, let's start a business, since we were in high school. So this is our passion project. And Melon Moxie, this is my size inclusive hat brand. I'm gonna expand into more eventually, but right now we are unapologetic, made for melons with main character energy. Our tagline is fresh fit, no squeeze, because hats never fit me before, so she's Melon Moxie. These are some random facts about me. I am bilingual. I'm half Mexican, half white. I work in tech, but I actually studied anthropology in school. I had every intention of going down a route of public health. I got into tech by chance. That's a whole mystery. But yeah, I currently work full-time in a tech role, and a technical role too at that. I technically started YouTube when I was 12. There's the proof. And I can play the drums. I learned how to play the drums when I used to be in church all the time. And I can still play the drums. I'm not as great as some of my friends, but I can play the drums. Random fact or a fun fact, I was a part of the campaign that got the first Latina elected to city council in Riverside when I was at UCR. That was really fun. I learned a lot about campaigning. I learned a lot about canvassing. I got like packets together and stuff. I made a really great connection. It was a really awesome experience. I left UCLA for UCR. If you hear my cat crying, I'm sorry. She wants to be in here, but I'm trying to film in a very hot room, so. I originally went to community college. I got into every UC that I applied for. Hold on. Popo! You gotta wait, miss girl. I'm sorry. Mommy's trying to film. Mommy's trying to give you a better life. I chose UCLA because it's an incredible institution, you know, that's a big name, and it was not my place. I immediately fell off. I did not feel welcome. It was a very rich environment, actually. I'm used to being, I don't know, it was just not for me. And I ended up leaving and applying to UCR, and I had to wait like 9 months before I could go in. But yeah, that took a lot of courage, a lot of trust in myself. People thought I was absolutely insane. People could not believe what I was doing. My family was disappointed. Everybody was in shock. But going to UCR was the greatest thing I ever did for myself. It absolutely changed my life. I absolutely love UCR. It was an incredible experience. I made the most incredible friends, some of my best friends, and it was a wonderful time. I cannot recommend UCR enough. It was so beautiful, and it was the best decision I ever did for myself. That taught me a big lesson in like needing to trust myself and like really needing to follow through with like knowing what's best for me. So yeah, left UCLA. I have a little photo from when I moved in. I don't have a ton of photos from there. It was kind of a traumatic time, but UCLA was not for me. It was just the name. That's all I went for. But going to UCR, I actually learned so much. It changed my life in the best way possible. So trust yourself. These are some of my favorite things. Some of my favorite shows. Doesn't encompass everything, but just some of my absolute faves. Dairy Girls. I can watch Dairy Girls 100 times over. I love that show. I think it's hilarious. I'm starting to finally be able to do the accent now after watching it literally 100 times. It is so fast. The episodes are so short. I love that show. My favorite movie is Pride and Prejudice. I love this movie so much. It's crazy. It's one of my favorite movies. I usually love mostly comedies and just like silly things, but Pride and Prejudice, she's my number one above all. Beyonce. That's my girl. Virgo, the queen of the Virgos, you know? Oh, God, I love Beyonce. I've seen her in concert twice now. I was at the Renaissance tour and I went to Cowboy Carter in LA. Life changing, truly. My cats. This is the essence of me. These two girls. They have a TikTok. It's at Save the Toe Beans. They have so many more followers than I do. It's crazy. My family were migrant farm workers for 30 years. They actually marched in the farm workers movement with Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta. This is my grandma and my uncle in the fields together. My grandma was already, this was them going back to the fields, but my grandma Lucy left school at the age of 12 in order to begin picking. I think she was 12. I'm not sure because I know she didn't complete 6th grade, or she like left 6th or 5th grade year. I'm not 100% sure, but she started working when she was really little, and my grandparents, my great grandparents had already been working in the fields before then. All the kids, they had 6 kids. All of the kids except for one didn't work in the fields, but they all worked in the fields. My family came from Texas. They migrated across the country working in different farms. My grandma remembers the Jim Crow era still. There was a lot of areas where they couldn't go in. No brown people, no black people. Yeah, they were immigrants. My grandfather crossed here through the Rio Grande. And I think the border moved on my great grandmother. I can't remember exactly, but anyway, I took a lot of inspiration from my grandma's life story and my family's life story. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I have for you today. I have lived a million lives so far. I will continue to share more things with you, but this is just a brief high-level overview. See, corporate words. A big overview of who I am, what I'm about, some of my favorite things, and there's absolutely more to come. Please follow for more. There'll be more videos. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Please do something good for yourself. Do some form of self-love, whether that's telling yourself something nice in the mirror or taking a ritual shower where you're cleansing yourself off and bringing in abundance, or lighting a candle for your self-love for yourself. I hope that it brings you peace, joy, and light and love. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. Bye, guys.